Good day, everyone, and welcome to the show. Have you ever noticed we have been starting the show off with a simple meditation exercise, which is good. It is something that we feel we really need right now. So if you want to save the meditation until later, then fine. Just fast forward and we'll get right into the topic at hand. But if not, enjoy your meditation. Welcome back, everyone, and I hope you enjoyed that. Now, while we were away, I was confronted by a few people who were quite disturbed by my comments about angels when I said that angels do not exist anymore. Well, what I really meant to say was that a lot of angels don't exist anymore. You know how you have ghosts in a mansion and the ghosts have not decided where they're supposed to go when they die? Well, just like you have ghosts, there perhaps may be some angels flying around that don't realize they are supposed to evolve like everything else. What we know is that everything must change, and when humanity became human, when the Big Bang happened, a lot of angels' spiritual, energetic substantiality got absorbed in the bang. Some of these angels, imagine 10 trillion angels, spirits, coagulating to create a star. Well, that's the energy that's within a star. What you have to understand is that a star is a living, breathing thing. A star's life and its existence is different than ours. That doesn't make it any less important than ours. It's just a different way. Only the Creator is creative enough to create civilizations with such vast differences. So, energy is energy. A lot of angel spirits got absorbed and became the spirits that we have within us. The reason we think we see angels is because your spirit that is within you has the ability to show up any kind of way that it wants to. Any kind of thing that you can relate to. If you believe angels are the only thing in the universe that can help you, your spirit will show up as 1,000 angels. It has the ability to make you see. Some of the stories that I've heard about how angels have appeared, how things have appeared. Once you know what those things are, and what those things are is a spirit that has the ability to project anything in your mind. The problem that I have with angels is that they are so non-specific. It's like you have angels here who is helping this person and is helping that person and all this. What I'm telling you is that the spirit within you is made out of the same thing and it's from the same source. If you would appreciate the spirit that you have inside you, you would be appreciating your personal angel. All those other imaginary angels that you're talking about, well, it's kind of discrimination, really. It's discrimination when you look at it from the standpoint of how certain people believe that they are highly favored. Well, so these angels are helping you, but they're not helping the little starving child over there. It's an arrogance, but it's more of a misunderstanding than anything else. You are doing yourself a serious spiritual disservice if you don't know how much and what your spirit is doing for you, and you're not thanking your spirit for that. You're giving a credit to everything other than what it really is. Point number one. Now, of course, we have to also remind people of how to get in touch with your spirit. I told a person the other day, my cousin in Australia, the way I explained it to him is that you need to begin to understand your spiritual language, the language that your spirit is trying to communicate with you with. It could be anything. It could be a tap on the shoulder. It could be a vision. It could be a sound. And once you get familiar with the many ways that your spirit will communicate with you, the more you will know who it is. And the more I ask my spirit things, the more it tells me. Right now, I'm a full-blown spiritualist, which basically means I'm completely convinced and comfortable with this whole concept. I don't have to worry about if everything is a. It's not an if or do I have. It's my spirit and I can always count on it. And the thing about it is actually the greatest love that you will ever have, because it's apart from you. It's apart from your brain. So it's not like you being a narcissist and you're telling yourself, oh, I'm so beautiful, I just love me, and you're talking about your brains and the things that your body does and the things you do. No, you love your spirit because of what it is and its commitment to you. Just because you love your spirit, it's not the same as loving your physical self. It is different. It's going to live forever. It's allowing you. Why wouldn't you love something that's giving you life? And the Creator, bad news about the Creator. The Creator is going to keep creating in whatever happens to you. It's going to keep doing what it's doing. It's non-specific. It's non-specific to your individual life. The Creator of the universe did not plan your life. Your spirit did. We're getting back to the purpose of all this. The purpose, again, is the Creator has created small aspects of who it is to influence and sort of raise a biological unit we call avatars.
Chapter 57.
That's who we are, our brains, our physicality, our memories, our emotions, especially because this one doesn't have emotions. So this one not having emotions, now it's trying to set you up. What it's doing is causing things to happen in your life to try to mold you into what its mission is. Its mission, I'm going to come here and I'm going to turn this Kurt into a spiritual leader. Well, I'm going to do the best I can at being what it wanted me to be once I was convinced that's what now, the reason, what convinced me that I was supposed to be doing what I'm doing now is simply the fact that I try to do everything. What I'm doing is crazy. I mean, when I was young, or when I didn't even know there was such a thing as a spiritual leader. I thought that was a preacher, a pastor of a church, or a pope, or a bishop. I didn't know it was this. This is not the same thing. If it was the same thing, I would have been a preacher or a pope. It's not the same thing. This is a whole nother ball game. If I would love to be able to sit down with preachers and explain to them this, because I can tell by what they're saying that they would get more out of learning from their spirit than they're getting from learning from the Bible. The Bible is limited. It's got a lot of stories on them, but those stories are getting old, and life is regenerating. There are things that are going on now that are so incredible that I hesitate to even bring them up. But just to let me give you a heads up of where we are right now with these drones flying around. I thought it was only in New Jersey or Washington. Well, they happen to be flying around all over the world. Okay. So let me give you an update. When I asked my spirit, Big Kurt, what the hell is going on with this? The way it will communicate with me, it can't talk to me and specifically say, this is what's going on. But what it may do is lead me to a source, a rabbit hole. I may turn on something, and all of a sudden I'm kind of staring at something and wonder why I'm staring at it. So I said, Big Kurt, you want me to see this? Yeah, Kurt, take a look at this. So I did that. What I saw was the most incredible bit of information I've ever heard in my life about these drones. Let me tell you what they were talking about when I was led to this particular information. Now, it may not have been my spirit that led me here. It could have been my imagination. It just could have been an algorithm and I was scrolling. I'm not trying to tell you that what I'm about to say is true or not. But what I'm saying is, it was the craziest shit I ever saw about those drones. What they're saying, what this particular source said, and you may see this as well, if you look hard enough. What they were saying on this particular program was that back in the early 50s, there were aliens flying around. And they captured one of them. You know, like the movie Independence Day. Well, what they did with this particular ship and particular aliens, they did just like they did in the movie. They set up a base where they can study these things. Well, according to what I heard, they studied them a lot. They studied them to the point to where a particular branch of the government was assigned just to that. They claimed that 1/3 of the deficit was spent on this particular project, meaning trillions of dollars. Now, what they're saying is that, okay, how should I put this? What they're saying is that this government agency has been studying these alien crafts for years now. They've learned how to create them and, of course, how to fly them. 80% of the UFOs you see flying around the sky today is from this particular organization. When you see aliens, it's not aliens from another planet. It is an organization run by a branch of the United States government. They said that this branch and their experiments are so powerful that, well, they work on 0-point energy, which means they don't need rockets or propellers. So there's no sound. They use tools that only an alien civilization could use. In other words, they're saying that these human beings with this agency has caught up to the aliens. Caught up with them as far as their engineering and as far as their technologies are concerned. They said they have weapons that don't need to travel to get to you. They can just push a button and you go poof. Now, this is where it gets crazy. So advanced have these human beings gotten. Now keep in mind, this is a secret agency that the President of the United States doesn't even know about. Other branches of the government, they don't know about it either. So, he was saying that so advanced are these human beings with this stuff that they've back engineered that the aliens are afraid of. The real aliens that come here messing around are scared of these fools, because these are not real aliens. These are just human beings who now have alien technology and act like human beings act. See, aliens are advanced. They're evolved. They're evolved beings. We're not. We would be like little kids with AK-47s. You know what I mean? You don't have the maturity to know how to manage such a weapon, but now you have it. So this is kind of the description that they were giving of these particular agents. I hope I'm wrong about all this, but what they said was this, excuse me, that what these drones are is a precursor to what is about to happen in less than 30 days. I hope I'm talking to you 2 months and laughing about this. I hope it's not true, but this is what they said. That this organization, so powerful are they right now, that they're putting these drones up as decoys. They know some of them are sketchy, but they want them to look like that. They want them to look like something you can't understand, just so they can let you know how confused the government is about all that. Now, so advanced is their technology, from what they're saying, is, hell, if you shoot a drone, if you shoot one of them down, they might make another one pop up. It's the kind of a thing where all of this things that we're seeing now is simply a decoy. And here's the crazy part. Once this decoy is over, between like maybe the first part of January is when the real invasion is about to occur. I didn't get this. I just told you where some of my research led me. You'll probably see the same thing if you dig deep enough into some of this stuff. They're saying by the beginning of the year, there's going to be an alien invasion. Except for the fact that it ain't aliens. It's human beings with alien stuff that has mastered the alien stuff. Now, what they plan to do with this thing is, I don't know. But I can tell you one thing, we're gonna run out of toilet paper again. As soon as they show up, we're gonna go get all of the toilet paper. Because it was almost as if the pandemic was a test, just to see how people would react. But the big one is supposed to be coming, where the aliens, who are not really aliens, are gonna come, and the way they put it is, these beings who are human, who have alien stuff, have the ability to neutralize all of the militaries. Neutralize them. And basically, it was almost like he was saying that they were going to make people, but the mission is to make people believe we've been invaded. And now the world belongs to them. To do what, I don't know. But they're not really aliens. They're fake aliens. How crazy a story is that? I mean, Hollywood couldn't even... But anyway, that's the information I was led to. I hope it's not true. I hope they don't come getting me for saying it. But just in case the world is about to enter into something that calamitous, we need to prepare ourselves to survive whatever is coming up. If you thought Donald Trump was a nightmare, Then what do you think about the fake ass aliens story? Because I would love to see Donald Trump try to deal with this because he already said he would just shoot him down. Well, this adversary that we may be involved with are crazier than you are. So be careful with them. And what if it's true? Do you realize you can't even negotiate with human beings, with crazy human beings? Because they're going to do what they want anyway. It's like they said, this is what we're going to do regardless. And if it's a situation that's a branch of the United States government that the United States government doesn't even know about, well, say it ain't so. This is not coming from me. So my disclaimer is I asked Big Kurt, my spirit, to help me figure out what's going on, and next thing I know, I'm looking at this madness. So didn't come from me. So what have we discussed? Angels not existing. When I say angels don't exist anymore, I'm not talking about those angels flying around that didn't get the memo and realize you're supposed to go evolve into something else. Everything must change. You can't stay an angel forever. I'm not talking about the ones that didn't get the memo. I'm talking about in general. You have angel spirits who can now be in killer whales, for instance. You know, in a big oak tree. You know, they live for a long time. Who knows? Who knows where they are? They could be anywhere. So anyway, that's our show for today. I hope you weren't too disturbed by it. I love everybody. Don't forget to tell somebody I love you whether you like it or not. And do your meditation exercise. We will advance this, and we will stay in touch, and we will survive. Spirits always do. Thank you for coming.
Right there.
Subscribe and push the like button.